How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One, here to talk about the new Organization 13 event. Mm, this event has set a dangerous precedent, in my opinion. Um, this event was crazy, guys. So I managed to get through all of them. I have all the items met, so you can guys see all the dots are filled out. Around here is when it starts getting really difficult. Here we go. With the guard armor. Quest 8, guys. Quest 8 actually gave me some pretty big problems until I actually sat down and thought, not just brute force, but, figure out a way to get past this and use a little more strategy, which is fine. The game is based on strategy. That's fine. But it was interesting. It took some thought and careful planning to get past this guy, even for myself. And I'm not just saying that because, oh, I spent a bunch of money, so I have OP medals and all that. I'm saying that for everybody. I mean, it took me. I mean, I had to go back and do this like I think 3 or 4 times in the other video I did it for the event, in order to get done. And I had to sit there and think about what I needed to do to get past it. What buffs it was using, what debuffs and such I could use, and so on and so forth. So I actually found this particularly engaging for me. This is a lot of fun. This wasn't something I could just tear my way through, and be done with it. And I did enjoy that. Don't get me wrong. I had fun. I did enjoy the challenge. That was pretty cool. But there is going to be a big difference between a challenge and I don't know. Starting right here at the dark side. This was incredibly difficult. You have to manage your buffs and debuffs on the dark side. You need to debuff him as best you can for the most part. He will poison you. He does deal a lot of damage to you. The main thing that I'm concerned about with him is pretty much how much everything he was doing to you. He was doing a lot of stuff to you. Now you can get past that if you have medals that get you, will heal you from poison and so on and so forth, which is great. That won't help you if he poisons you again right afterwards. But if you have the proper medals to get past getting poison and such, and you'll be okay. A lot of these things, though, it seems like the dark sides, for instance, you need to have DB2s at a minimum, and more than one. You need to have several defense boost 2s, preferably defense boost 3s, for both the dark side and more importantly for this Gummy Hound. This Gummy Hound drove me to fits, taking this guy out. It was bad. It was to the point that I couldn't defeat it for a longest time. And I had to sit back and talk to a few people about what they were doing in my Discord group, and kind of think about what I wanted to do with it and what I had available to me. And I have a lot of medals available to me, and the fact that I don't see how free-to-play players can get past certain points in the quest. I know several of you guys who are free-to-play and casual players have gotten actually to the dark side, but you can't actually get past the dark side. I know I haven't heard of any free-to-play players just yet actually reaching the Gummy Hound yet. I'm sure there are some who have, because there are a lot of amazing free-to-play players. I'm curious to see, for instance, what Smelly Octopus is going to be able to do in these quests, how far he can get with, and how many objectives that he can match up. If you guys want a good example of what to do, go watch him. I mean, he is, again, I gave him kudos a few videos ago, but he is a spectacular YouTuber for this game. As a casual and free-to-play player, he can give you lots of tips and ideas on how to get past things, and do his best to show you guys how to meet certain objectives. So go take a look at him and see what he can help you guys out with. I'll be watching his video myself pretty soon after I finish up this one. But I found that these missions are not winnable by free-to-play players, it seems. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are a few free-to-play players who've actually beaten these quests. I honestly haven't seen any or heard anybody who's done it yet. If you have, please leave me a comment below and tell me what you guys did so I can share the information. Or if you don't mind doing that, just so we can help out other players get past these quests. And if you guys did that, I'll make a video of what you guys ran, or at least tell people what you guys ran and try and share the information as best as possible. But from where I'm sitting right now, I don't see how free-to-play players and casual players can beat these missions. at a bare minimum, what I needed to defeat these missions was tier 4 gilded medals. Illustrated Sora, Illustrated Shion, HD Axel. I was not able to get past these missions without those medals, especially for the Gummy Hound in particular. That's what I'm like talking right now. But for like the last 3 or 4 of the missions, I needed gilded medals getting past them. I needed defense boost 3s, and those aren't exactly easy things to get, guys. If you can't afford to purchase avatar boards or anything, then you missed out on the attack boost 2 maxes and the defense boost 3s. If you weren't able to get higher enough in Coliseum, then you missed out on the first defense boost 3. If you guys missed out and weren't able to gilt any of Illustrated Axel or Illustrated Shion or anything, then you guys weren't able to get the key art medal. And the key art medal was pretty much key to me surviving, because it restored enough SP for me to keep on going and using everything. And I didn't even worry about SP in these missions, because I was being replenished by my key arts. And my key art has defense boost 3. This was my setup for this round. This is what I did. I had Illustrated Kyrie with defense boost 3. I had key art medal 1 with defense boost 3. I had HD Axel fully gilded. I had Illustrated Shion fully gilded. I had Illustrated Sora fully gilded. And my party member Vorith had a key art. I was gilded with defense boost 3. I needed 3 defense boost 3s to defeat the Gummy Hound, and they all had to proc at just the right times. And even when they procced, I barely survived all the hits from both when his counter, cause he has a counter on him. You can do 35 hits on him before he unleashes some huge big attack that's almost guaranteed to kill you. So I needed to survive those, which I did. And then after you survive those, if you're lucky, you'll have another hit to go through for you to attack with, and then it's his turn. So that big doom counter doesn't count as the Gummy Hound's actual attack. It's just an automatic thing that happens when that counter reaches from 35 to 0. So you get to survive both the counter going from 35 to 0, that attack, so I guess his critical hit, and his regular attack. You would survive both of those, and that was like a combined 7 or 8 hits altogether that you had to survive. Defense boost 3 had to proc 6 of those times at minimum, but more like 7 times altogether, essentially for me to survive and keep on going. I did it in 5 turns. I got supremely lucky. The RNG was with me when I went and did this. I might try and do a video of that again. I wish I was doing a video of that at that point in time, but I was actually sitting there just eating dinner and just playing the game. I was eating dinner, not recording anything, and I had the RNG run, oddly enough, which I'm really disappointed I wasn't able to get that on video. I'll try again. But I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get an RNG run like that again. But I might end up trying for you guys on stream when I do stream on Monday, because I do plan on trying to stream on Monday. But these are the medals that I needed. I needed gilded medals, and I needed defense boost 3s, and I needed key art to get these. And free-to-play players and most casual players aren't going to have these medals. They aren't going to have these skills. And SENA decided to give us this mission. This is pretty much a JP unaltered event. JP's, I think, was a little bit harder. I haven't watched a bunch of the JP side yet for this one. I watched a little bit of Lightkeeper L's runs of these things. But even though our version is a little bit nerfed, it's not like nerfed like in a huge amount. It's almost, it's not a huge difference. The difference between the JP version of this event and ours, because this is the same event. JP is getting this right when we're getting this, because when they started doing the organization events, they started doing it in August, I think, September or August, something like that. So this is the first time they're also doing this in this event, and they also have way better medals than we do to get past these events. Some of the stuff that Lightkeeper L was doing when he was going, and this vision didn't give him like massive problems, but it gave him a little more problems than you usually see from Lightkeeper L playing the game. That was crazy to me. I could not believe that when I was watching his run through of it. I was like, wow, that's what we're getting ready to walk into. But I was like, surely the NA version isn't going to be like this, because we don't have this kind of medals in order to do that. I was wrong, man. These missions are pretty much like that. This is like these. I don't know, these events. I see no way that a free-to-play player can actually do these events and complete the objectives and get the Xemnas B medal in order to gild him. I honestly don't. And that's kind of scary to me. you need to have options for your free-to-play players to also participate in these events. They need to have a fighting chance. You know, maybe not like a 100% guarantee you're going to do this, but a fighting chance to at least say, like, you know, hey, I'm this close. I can almost do it. I'm that close to doing it. You know, I need to get a little more help or maybe a different strategy or something. But for these last two quests in particular for the Xemnas B event, I don't know about that. I have no idea how you guys are going to get past that, who are free to play and some casual play players. I just don't know, and that's not a good thing. So, not only did we get the EMC banner at 10 pull mercies again instead of 5, now we have this event. And it's almost kind of misleading. It's kind of going like, hey, if you go and get Illustrated Kyrie, you can get past these events. No, no, you cannot. It is ridiculous, and I'm really kind of disappointed by this event. It was fun to do up to a point, and I enjoyed it. I was having a hard time at it, but when I got to these last 3 missions, really the last 2 in particular, I was going like, how? I was even thinking about what I was doing for the most part when I was making steps. I was thinking to myself, how are free-to-play players even going to get past these? I mean, how are you guys going to get past these things? I don't know, and I am sorry for that. I don't know, guys. I mean, I hope you guys figure out something to do to get past them. If you guys learn some tricks, I've heard there's like a Nova glitch that you guys can utilize, that you guys can get on YouTube. I haven't seen it myself, but I know I've seen some YouTube videos of it, so I'm gonna go take a look at that and share that with you guys. Maybe that Nova glitch can help you guys out getting past it. But that's something I'll look into for you guys, and I'll share that information with you guys when I figure it out. I'm actually gonna share this video on the Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key NA Twitter page. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe they won't. I don't know. SENA, if you guys are watching this, it's bad, guys. This is not fair to the free-to-play players and the casual players. I mean, this event pretty much caters only to your pay-to-play players, and not just not just like, you know, pay-to-play players. I mean, like the whale status players up to a point, and that's not right. I don't think. But that's just my take on it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the events, and if you guys agree with me or disagree with me, and why you guys agree or disagree. Discussing this is the most important thing, so we can get all of our thoughts out there in a concise manner. That's what I want. So you guys take care. Thanks so much for watching, and best of luck, guys. And if you guys want, you guys can follow it on my Twitter feed. My Twitter name is the same as it is here on YouTube. It's the erroneous one. If you guys want to keep in line and see if anybody responds to me or anything for my posting on this one on their page, you guys can follow me there too. Other than that, you guys take care, best of luck, and thank you so much for watching.